What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna create a beat in the style of the one and only Burna Boy. Today we're making Afrobeat. Now, one of the main reasons I really like Burna Boy, it's because he has this unique sound where he blends traditional African rhythms with like modern hip hop and R&B type of vibes, which is really dope in my opinion. And also at the end of the video, we will actually be using one of his vocals and put it over our beat to see how that sounds. All right, let's get started. First things first, let's set our BPM. Like typically Afrobeat sits in between like 95 up to like 110 BPM. Let's go over to Ableton and let's do 101 because we're a little bit special or unnecessarily just annoying, and I think it's probably the later one, but I'm not gonna change my mind. We're gonna go with 101. Usually I would start with the melody, but this time we're actually gonna do drums first. I feel like Afrobeat is a lot about groove and rhythm, so why not start with the drums? All right, let's start with some claps. We're actually gonna alternate between two similar ones just to make it sound a little bit more organic. So we're gonna use this one and that one right there. So let's just start with this first one right here. We're gonna duplicate this, and now let's add the second clap. Like that. Cool. Okay, let's add some kicks now. Perfect. Duplicate it. Now let's introduce like a percussive sound in there too. Something like that. All right, so notice that I didn't quantize these, and I did that on purpose because I feel like it adds more bounce when you have it a little bit off grid. All right, now let's add some hi-hats on there, and same thing here. I want to have them a little bit off grid like this. Let's get some open hats in here too. This one right here. And let's complement that with a second open hat. Let's add a hi-hat roll as well. Let's get this one here and let's bring that in right there. Yeah. Now, what I like to do is mix my own drums with like a percussion loop or something to make it sound even more organic. So let's do that next. Let's bring in this percussion loop right here. And let's do a second one as well. And we're gonna add an EQ to roll off the low end. Okay, cool. So all that's left on the drums is just the mandatory Afrobeat clap. You know, the one with a lot of reverb. You know we have to have that as well. I know I said we were done, but I actually feel like we're missing one piece, and that's just an extra hi-hat. So let's just add that real quick. All right, let's jump over to the melody now. For this type of beats, I actually like to start with like a Rhodes or electric pianos. And one that I really like is this one by Addictive Keys called Mark I Stage Piano. So let's go with that one. Cool. Now I added some effects to it, like an RC20 with the Vinyl 3 preset, and I just brought down the noise, and then I used an EQ just to roll off a little bit of that low end, and a second EQ to even suppress the low end even further. Now what we're gonna do is just duplicate this track. We're gonna use the same chords but use a different sound. So let's open up Analog Lab, and there's actually this preset I already have in mind, something with C. I think I have it as a favorite, like Overseas, this one right here, something like that. Smooth. Next, we're gonna add a pluck sound. We're getting there. Only thing that's left, I think, is like some accents just to beef up the melody a little bit. So we're gonna add this guitar lick right here. Good. So let's just put that one in here. And it's in the right key as well. So that's perfect. All right, let's bring in a second accent right here. And let's just take it up an octave. All right, before we move over to the last part, which is the bass, I got an idea. We're gonna make like an ambient pad out of this guitar right here. So we're gonna take this down, we're gonna reverse it, reset the pitch to the original, so 0 right there, and let's just chop it up right there, and chop it up here, and chop it up here. And then we're gonna add some fades right there. It's more noticeable if we bring it up to the first section here. It's subtle, but it kind of fills up the melody a bit. All right, so the only thing that's left is just the 808, and we're done. Let's go. And I want it to be like short and snappy. And let's add maybe a second 808 on here, on this second part right here. I think we have everything we need. All right, so here's the final arrangement. We have our intro. Only thing I did here was I took the pad chords and I just bumped them up 1 octave. And then I found this little drum fill right here to come in right before the chorus hits. And then I found another drum fill to transition into our verse. And that is where we are so far. Now, I think that's good enough because I actually want to try this 1 step further and put some vocals over it. I actually found a song by Burna called 23, which is actually in the same key as our beat. So let's take the vocals from that song and let's put it over our beat. So let's go over to our website. Let's select vocal and instrumental. Then we need to locate our song, which is right here. All right, so this is the vocal right here. Music make me feel happy, Jordan. Understand what they say, all right, I'm gonna download the acapella and then we're gonna try to bring it into our session and see how it sounds. Let's just create a new track and let's just align everything real quick. All right, so here's the vocals. So what I did was I just aligned everything, chopped up this little part right here to keep it in the intro. I added some automation where I automated this EQ, Pro EQ with the phone preset for obviously the phone effect. And I automated some delay right on the end of these 2 sections right here. All right, I'm gonna stop talking now. Let's play back the full thing. Let's start from the top and let's see how it sounds. Let's go. Music make me feel happy, Jordan. I understand what they say, I jab, don't rock and then come the dark. And so what the jacob, it's a map. Roll a lap, one record my album. Not just anyone, but rather that I am and I've been working. Don't go do like that, I don't deserve them. Defend myself in a fear no one. People give me plenty money, give me plenty money. Hypocrite plenty girl, pretty money. Not to prevent them from me. Them my identity out to the death for money. They sit down what man be, but they make you look on me. I go be all I can be. All I wanna me. Woo! Alright, there you have it, guys. We just made a Burna Boy inspired beat. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments. And if you enjoyed the tutorial, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.